How's it going, Ruckus of the Menace fam? This is episode number 8 of Swung On and Belted, the March to October series involving the Seattle Mariners. And we are about to mess with some Texas and take on the Lone Star Texas Rangers in the ALDS. Here it is, game 1. And we take ourselves into the top of the 6th inning with a 2-1 lead. Kirby is going to deal to Jock Peterson. And George Kirby throws a ball. The 1-0 to Jock, who has homered already. And he fouls it off, and the count evens. The slider is fouled away by Jock, and the count is 1-2. The 1-2 to the former 2021 World Series champ is fouled away.
Nope.
Fastball up high. 2-2. Kirby deals the 2-2, and that is fouled away. The 2-2 to Peterson.
We got a full count.
Fastball missing just a bit too far inside. And the payoff is on the way. And that is hit into the gap. Smoked. And the lead is gone away. Jock Peterson wins the battle by ripping a splitter into the right field gap. Kyle Higashioka digs in, fouled away. The 0-1 to Higashioka, a slider that breaks the black. Strike 2. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. And though the deficit has now been created for the Mariners, they come up with the heart of the order of J-Rod, Cal Raleigh, and Launchpad Luke into the bottom of the 6th inning to take on Jacob deGrom. deGrom will deal. And that is a circle changeup swung on and missed by Julio Rodriguez. Strike 1. The 0-1 to J-Rod is hit. It's a fly ball to center field, and it is caught for out number 1 just by Evan Carter, just away from the gap. Cal Raleigh digs in. And that is ripped, but foul. Just a bit too far in front. The 0-1, and Raleigh gets under it. The 0-2 to the Mariners catcher is fouled away. deGrom still way ahead, 0-2. And that is hung. And that is into the gap, but caught. 2 away. And now we go to Launchpad Luke. Luke Raley digging in. And Raley is going to take a circle changeup inside for strike 1. deGrom deals the 0-1. And that's into the gap and hung, and Launchpad Luke has hit one into the gap. And Luke Raley is going to arrive standing up with a double. And now Max Kepler, an early season trade for the Mariners that has paid dividends, digs in. And a fastball over the heart of the plate. Kepler's just a bit too tardy and fouls it away. Strike 1. And this one is into the gap. And it is going to be way too high. And we end the 6th inning still down 1. And Raley stranded at second base. Adolis Garcia digs in and takes a fastball on the inside. Third for a strike. Kirby dealing. Swing and a miss on the splitter.
0-2.
And it counts 0-2. The 0-2 to Garcia. Front door slider on the inside end of the black. Turn that K backwards. One down. Josh Young. Fastball over the heart for strike one. The 0-1 to Young.
I got one ball,
Sinker
one strike.
breaks too far inside. Count evens at 1. A hanging slider, but
One ball,
Young gets
two
nowhere near it. 1-2. 1-2.
ball.
Curveball. Missing just a bit off. Count evens at 2.
3.
And the doors were blown off. Strike 3 to Young. Number 12. That's Kirby's 12th. And we're at 2 down. Evan Carter digging in. And fouls off the splitter for strike 1. The 0-1 to Carter.
Yeah.
Slider on the back door for strike 2. And throws it on the outer third. Side struck out in order. And we head to the 7th inning stretch with the Mariners still down a single run. And Randy Arozarena digs in. And that is hit into the gap. It is a rocket into the left center field gap. And Arozarena is going to be standing up at second base. And here comes the hook. Bochy, Bruce Bochy, not happy with what DeGrom has had in this stretch. And he will take the former Met hurler off the field and bring in Robert Garcia in his place. And the switch hitting Jorge Polanco now digs in,
0-1.
timing him out with a fastball for strike 1. The 0-1 to Polanco. High cheese fouled away. The 0-2 is hit. And it is on a line and caught for out number 1. Marcus Semien with a nice grab. And now we have J.P. Crawford, the lefty.
Ball, that's it.
And that is a fastball missing inside. Josh Spores and Hobie Milner warming up for the Rangers. 1-0 count to J.P. Crawford. And that is a chopper right to first, and Arozarena will get to third, but there are 2 away. The tying run, 90 feet away from scoring, and Victor Robles now digging in. Garcia deals the first pitch to Robles, and that is inside. 1-0 to the former National. 1-0. And it's a base hit! This game is now tied! Victor Robles with a timely hit. With a runner in scoring position. And that now will put the Mariners back in even step with the Rangers. Ryan Bliss digs in. The recent call-up who has been at third base. And Bliss will take 1-0. Bliss will swing at the high fastball and foul it away, evening the count at 1. The 1-1 count. And it is a fly ball to center field caught by Evan Carter. But the damage of the 7th inning is done on an RBI single by Victor Robles on a shallow one to center field. to even this game at 3 after 7 complete. Wyatt Langford digs in. And George Kirby will get the no decision as Gabe Spire now digs in to the pitcher's mound to face Langford. Fouling off the first pitch is Langford for strike 1. Slider breaking in.
0-2 is the count.
And the count is 0-2. The 0-2 swing and a miss on the circle change, getting him to chase down. 1 down for the Rangers in the top of the 8th. Marcus Semien now digs in. And there's a fastball, high fly ball, left field. Kepler is there for out number 2. Corey Seager, the left-handed hitter, digs in.
1-0.
And a 1-0 pitch to the former World Series MVP. Fouled away for strike 1. The 1-1. Fouled off. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Side retired in order for Spire. And the bottom of the 8th will come in with the Mariners having the heart of their order due up. And Andres Munoz is preparing to warm up. Milner. First pitch, Rodriguez hits a cue shot off the end that gets by Semien in the 3.5 hole for a base hit. Cal Raleigh digging in, and Rodriguez is picked off. 1 down. Raleigh at the plate.
Nope.
Milner will fire the sweeper away, and it does not sweep back for ball 1. Raleigh is 1 for 3 in this game. And demolishes left-handed pitching. Fouling off the circle change, strike 1. Milner misses high with that submarine fastball. 2-1. The 2-1. And that is a rocket chopper, but unfortunate as Berger was able to get there and gobble it away for out number 2. Digging in is launchpad Luke Raley. And Luke will foul off the sweeper for strike 1. He's not quite as great against lefties, but when he gets on the base paths, he is dangerously fast, but this pitch is popped up. And the catch made. And now we head to the top of the 9th. Jake Berger digs in. Berger hits better against same-handed pitching. So it is going to be wise for Spire to stay in. Strike 1 to Berger. And there's a ground ball right to J.P. Crawford. Missiled right in for out number 1. Jock Peterson, who hit the 2 RBI double to put the Rangers ahead.
0-1's the count.
Takes an 0-1 and swings at the slider and misses for 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball missing too far inside. Count is 1-2. The slider hung just a little bit, but Peterson was not able to make him pay. Fastball off the outside corner. Slider down and away. Just does not get there. The count evens at 2. Peterson fouling away the sinker. The circle change into the extreme shift. Peterson on his horse, but he will not get to second base, limiting the damage. limiting the damage done. And Ezekiel Duran now will come in as a pinch runner. Kyle Higashioka. And then there's a high fly ball. Left center field, J-Rod is there. And it'll be out number 2 as the cutoff is hit perfectly. And the winning run on first. 2 away for Adolis Garcia. And Adolis will take the circle change up for strike 1. Foul the four-seamer away. Slider, base hit. Robles will pump fake the cut, and it's a base hit on the single to right. The go-ahead run in scoring position. And Leody Taveras is now pinch running.
Ball 1.
Fastball,
Count
slider
1-0.
down.
Aye.
Fastball up to Young, strike 1. The 0-1. Ball gets away, a wild pitch. Now the runs are 90 feet closer.
Aye.
The 2-1 is a strike. And the 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 to Young.
Account full.
Missing high. 3-2.
Nope.
And the walk will load the bases for Evan Carter. Bases loaded, 2 out. And Spire will get the fastball through for strike 1.
That's a ball.
Circle changeup misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to
2
the
balls.
center fielder. And that is missed away. And 2 runs are going to come in.
Safe.
The 2 RBI single on the split up the middle for Evan Carter now puts the Mariners in an even greater deficit. And Langford will foul away.
Aye. No ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's inside.
And there is Julio Rodriguez with the grab. And now the Mariners have some work to do in the bottom half of the ninth, with Chris Martin as the closer. Max Kepler now digs into the batter's box, and a sinker is fouled away. Count 0-1. And that is line grounded right to Berger down the line for out number 1. Randy Arozarena. Fouls off the first pitch from Martin, and the count is 0-1. The 0-1 to Arozarena is fouled away. Martin way ahead 0-2.
Nope, outside.
And that is a slider that missed away. Strike 3. 2 away, and Jorge Polanco. It's up over the head. And Polanco is going for second base and will get there sliding with a double.
He's safe.
And now J.P. Crawford. Digs in and fouls away the cutter. Foul ball. And he can't keep it back. The Rangers will take the lead in the series, down game 1 in a tough fashion. Game 2. And the Rangers have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Can the Mariners find some way to get themselves out of harm's way? Eovaldi will deal to Max Kepler. And that is fouled away. Strike 1. And that is smoked. Deep right field. Belted and gone. A big shot for the Mariners, and this one is now tied at 1. On a huge shot from Max Kepler. Into right field and gone. Randy Arozarena is now digging in to continue upon this momentum. That is a ball. The 1-0 misses outside. 2-0. Missing high again with the fastball. 3-0. And Eovaldi has rattled a little bit, but finds the strike zone on the splitter that Arozarena takes. 3-1. The 3-1 to Arozarena is popped up. Drifting into the borderline of fair and foul is Jake Berger for out number 1. Jorge Polanco now digs into the batter's box. Eovaldi deals and hits a hanging cutter. And Polanco rips it 447 feet to right center field. Gone. Another one swung on and belted for the Mariners as they look to equalize this series at 1 and taking a 2-1 lead. J.P. Crawford now digs in. And this one is a high fly ball to right field. Garcia is drifting over and makes the grab. 2 down for the Mariners in the bottom of the 7th. Victor Robles, who has a single already in this game.
Ball.
Robles will take the curveball away and down. 1-0. And this one into left field line and foul. A good cut, but just a little bit too far in front. Strike 1. And this one ripped into the gap But it is caught by Carter sprinting there at center field. And the 7th inning will come to a close with it even the outs were as loud as the runs. With a 2-1 lead after 7 complete. And Logan Gilbert now will face Kyle Higashioka. And he will deal.
Ball.
Fastball drifting just a bit too far inside. And the count's 1-0. 1-0, and Higashioka tries to golf for it and misses. 0-1. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the splitter. 1-2. And he will try and golf at one. Another sword. Strike 3, and that is number 20 for Logan Gilbert, who is having a whirlwind of a day. Pitching. 20 strikeouts.
Ball, no.
And that is a ball on a cutter that probably should have been a strike. And that's a foul ball for Adolis Garcia, and Rayleigh not able to get there. Count 1-1. The 1-1 to the Ranger right fielder. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 1-2. 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2 is still fouled away by Garcia. The breaking ball. Breaking ball misses 2-2. The 2-2. Fouled away. A high splitter now is fouled away. Adolis is battling. And Adolis is continuing to foul stuff away. As now he has forced Gilbert to break the century mark with a 10-pitch at bat. It's like as if this player won't go down. And another foul ball. Robles on the sprint. Not going to get there. Now we are at 12 pitches. This at bat. And this one is fouled away. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 21 for Gilbert. 7 2/3. 21 strikeouts. It's like as if he has pretty much just put the K on every hitter. 0-2 to Josh Young. Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 22. 22 out of the 24 outs that Logan Gilbert has had are Ks. And Munoz will now be warming up and preparing to be scheduled as Ryan Bliss digs into the batter's box for the bottom of the 8th, and he hits a ball. Garcia had to slightly retreat over to his right for out number 1. Julio Rodriguez. The J-Rod Show will foul off a high slider that he thought he could get a pretty decent piece of, and did. Hitting at 87 miles an hour, but just a little behind it. 0-1. And another one that he hit okay. Center field for out number 1. Or out number 2. And Cal Raleigh digging into the batter's box. Foul ball on the fastball from Garcia. 0-1. 0-1. Cannot keep the bat back.
2 strikes.
He checked, but just had the bat break the plane. 0-2. And a foul ball, getting just a bit too far in front of that 82-mile-an-hour slider. The 0-2 to the Mariners catcher
Ball.
is a fastball away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. And swing and a miss on the slider down. And now the Mariners have to work toward hanging on to a 2-1 lead with Andres Munoz. And Munoz will fire a fastball in for strike 1. Robles' decent reaction is gonna get there. Route number 1 on the fly out to right by Evan Carter. Wyatt Langford
Ball 1.
digs in, and that's a nice and high cheese. Sinker gets there for strike 1.
Ball.
Slider forces no chase. Ground ball to Raley. Raley is quick enough to get there. I know Langford's fast. But here it is, Marcus Semien with a hat trick already. Strike 1. Strike 2 to the Rangers second baseman. Oh, and he tried to fight away the golden sombrero. And he is still continuing to fight away that sombrero. He will prevent the sombrero, but J.P. Crawford's going to get it there, and it is in time! The Mariners even the series. And from here, this series will now go down to Arlington. Logan Gilbert with a 22 strikeout performance is able to pace the Mariners to a Game 3 following that tough loss in the first game of the division series. And a swing game. Swing game here. We return to Arlington. A 1-run game. Top of the 6th. Nobody out. Tyler Mahle on the mound. And Cal Raleigh at the plate.
Runner, yes.
And Julio is going to go. And he is safe. He has stolen second base. That steal sign coming exactly at the right time. And it's an 0-1 count to Raleigh. Raleigh's going to take that fastball inside, as it did not look good enough for him to get a really good piece of it. The count is 0-2. And he can't keep the bat back. And now it'll be Launchpad Luke Raley's turn. And that is fouled away, pushing well to the left. Strike 1. The 0-1 count to Raley.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Is a slider breaking inside, and the count will even at 1. The 1-1 to Raley. Raley will get a piece of that splitter. That dropped just lower than where his bat was, and the count is 1-2. Raley will foul off the fastball, getting just a bit underneath of that one. Count remains 1-2. Raley will foul the high cheese, getting a piece of that and battling more. Will foul the slider that he probably could have just taken to make it 2-2. And now Mahle is now have his pitch count hit the century mark with a high fastball.
2-2 the count.
Count evens at 2. The 2-2. That's ripped. And Rodriguez is coming in a hurry and will slide in safely. This game is tied at 1 on an RBI single from Luke Raley, lining it straight up the middle. Max Kepler now digs in, and that was a hanging slider that Kepler just waited a little bit too long to get to. Strike 1. The 0-1. And that's a shot. That is ripped. 6-4-3. But Raley doing a great job for the M's to even the score at 1. Leading off, Josh Young. And the pitch count has been very kind to one Luis Castillo, who will have his high fastball fouled off by Young for the count to go 0-1. The 0-2 to Young.
Ball that's outside.
A slider that misses just barely. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the sinker. Strike 3. Number 7 for Castillo. And 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. Evan Carter
0-1.
will take that fastball up high for strike 1. Carter will swing at that slider, and it gets just past the range of Kepler. And Carter is now standing in with a double. The go-ahead run in scoring position for Wyatt Langford. Pitch away. High fly ball into the gap, and the Rangers now will have the lead. Couple of tough pitches taken for rides. A hanging changeup. And Marcus Semien now will dig in. And Langford steals third. And the 0-2 fouled away. 0-2 fouled away. 0-2. Semien fouls it away. Fouled away. Strike 3 on the slider that he chased. 2 down. And there is no danger for fly balls that are in position to get caught. The 1-0 is a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled away by Seager. And he will foul off another slider. 1-2. Fouled away. And that one, the door's blown off. The Rangers take the lead in the bottom of the 6th on an RBI double from Wyatt Langford. But the Mariners come in the top of the 7th. Maley still in the game with 103 pitches and facing Randy Arozarena, who will swing and miss at the high fastball for strike 1. The 0-1 is a slider breaking away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Arozarena will foul off the splitter. That was just down in the lower end of the strike zone. 1-2. 1-2 to Arozarena. And Arozarena can't keep the bat back. Strike 3. Jorge Polanco. 0 for 2 in this one. And it's a chopper right to Seager, and Seager's going to charge right at it. Get it over for out number 2. J.P. Crawford, who has a hit this series, will take a fastball inside. 1-0. The 1-0. Fouled away. Probably should not have been swung by J.P. Crawford. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 to Crawford.
2 balls.
A slider that nearly broke and got him in the leg. 2-1. 111 pitches already. And this one is a base hit. J.P. Crawford with his second hit of the game. And Bochy is called for the hook. And it'll be Robert Garcia again. This time with Victor Robles. And Robles, unfortunate, pops up. And he is now 3 for 4 on the game, and we head into the 7th inning stretch. Jake Berger digs it.
Nope.
Fastball missing high. The ball. Sinker drops in for strike 1. Crawford drifting over. Crawford spinning. Makes it there in time. 1 out. Jock Peterson. Fastball right there. First strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Or the slider.
0-2 is the count.
0-2. And the doors were blown off. Strike 3. 2 down. And now Kyle Higashioka takes a fastball on the corner. Strike 1. Line drive into the gap, and that is caught by Julio Rodriguez to end the 7th inning. The Mariners are still down a run after 7 complete. And now Ryan Bliss digs in. And that is hit. That is into the gap. Good for extra bases. And Ryan Bliss will hold at second with a stand-up double. Julio Rodriguez. We'll take it. High cheese.
0-1.
That Rodriguez will take. Strike 1. 0-1. Oh, that's looped. But it is fouled away. Just barely. Missing the landing zone with the jam sandwich. Strike 2.
Inside. Ball
Slider breaking too far in. 1-2. Fastball missing high. 2-2 to the Mariners center fielder. And the J-Rod show will ground, but put the runner, the tying run, 90 feet away for Cal Raleigh. And he will miss the fastball high and inside for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Circle changeup in the dirt. Blocked by Higashioka. Count 1-1. The 1-1. Ooh! Dang, Garcia just took one right to the dome piece. Actually, that may have been right to the shoulder. Ooh. That'll end up as an RBI single for Raleigh. But man, a 101 mile an hour chopper right to the shoulder, and he just looks and says, "I'm good." As Launchpad Luke digs in, and yeah, even that shot didn't really faze him. And Max Kepler now digs into the box. Kepler will foul off the high fastball for strike 1. And Kepler, oh, he gets a good piece of it. High fly ball, and that is gone. Max Kepler with his second home run of the series now gives the Mariners a 2-run lead on a 2-run bomb to straightaway center field. What a shot! It carried enough, and Carter just said, nope, I don't have a shot for it. And I think the bell ringer left Garcia's bell rung, and now Bochy is having to come away with the hook once more, this time going to Jacob Webb as Randy Arozarena now digs into the batter's box, and a foul ball. And we adjust the bullpen. And that is a ball hit hard to Jake Berger, and Berger was able to keep it in front of him. But Max Kepler, with his big 2-run home run to straightaway center field, gives the Mariners a 2-run lead heading into the bottom of the 8th. Matt Brash is still going to stay in. And that is a strike. The 0-1 to Adolis Garcia is a slurve for strike 2. And the appeal? Nope, they're not going to get it. Cutter. Swing and a miss. 1 down. 100-mile-an-hour fastball right there for strike 1. Josh Young is going to ground it right to Luke Raley for out number 2. Evan Carter. Ground ball right to J.P. Crawford, and Crawford's got to get on his horse and throw it. But the 8th inning has come to a complete stop for the Rangers. And now the Mariners are just setting up. And Jorge Polanco is going to foul off the high fastball from Jacob Webb for strike 1. The 0-1.
1-1.
Sweeper missing way out there, just way too far. And the count is going to even at 1. The 1-1.
What do you got?
And that is going to be a ball. As Polanco was able to keep his hands back. And that fastball is right there on the black for strike 2. The 2-2. And Polanco is going to swing and miss. That ball bounces off to the side, but Higashioka able to throw it in there for the strikeout. 1 down in the top of the 9th. J.P. Crawford now digging in. And Crawford gets a cut on it and fouls it away. Just a bit late, but not a bad shot. Count 0-1. And that one is ripped. A high fly ball, and Carter had to get on his horse to get it. 2 down for the Mariners in the top of the 9th. Victor Robles will take the sweeper high. 1-0. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike 1.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strike. Balls.
Fastball down. And we swing and miss.
He's out.
And we're into the middle of the 9th. And we are bringing Munoz in. Wyatt Langford will now face Andres Munoz. And Munoz will fire the slider in, or the fastball in for strike one. And a slider in for strike two.
0-2.
And that bobble by Polanco will prevent the run, or will prevent that from being scored a hit. But that also was a very, very fast Wyatt Langford. Slider there for strike two.
Ball 2.
2-2.
2 strikes.
Fouled off by Simeon. The 2-2. And that is a sword. Strike 3. And there is the fastball for strike one. Slider for strike two.
2 strikes. Ball.
Sinker missing low for ball one.
That's a ball.
Fastball missing high and away. Seager fouling that away. Launch pad Luke not able to get to it. Robles firing away across the third. And that is in line to Bliss. Duran is the pinch runner. Foul ball on the slider.
Ball, that's outside.
Oh no. Oh no, the bases are now loaded. Another error for Polanco. Bases loaded. One down. Jock Peterson. High fly ball. Kepler. There. Sacrifice fly. Cuts lead in half. 2 away. Higashioka. Fastball for strike one. Foul ball on the slider, strike two. High slider, strike three. The Mariners are back in the head. Back ahead. And that is a 2-1 lead for the Mariners in the ALDS. And momentum has shifted back into Seattle's corner during the transition to Arlington. And now the Mariners are in position to advance to the ALCS, where they will take on the New York Yankees. Can they get there? We will find out on the next episode of Swung On and Belted. Until then, hugs and hand pounds, everybody.